Let's start with Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Let's first pull you guys all separate oracle messages. So Libra, it's meant for someone to forgive their lover. This past life love has been protected the entire time. This entire run, someone is meant to forgive this person that they used to date, okay, or a past life lover, someone who you dated in another lifetime, okay, soulmate, twin flame energy. Gemini. All right, I'm getting wait. They don't love you like I love you. Wait, they don't love you like I love you. Okay, so something has something to do with this soulmate energy, this here and now energy. Um, Understanding that if you're a Gemini, either your soulmate is already a part of your life. I am getting Sagittarius energy. Okay, somebody could have tried to do a swap. It's not really sticking, is what I'm getting. But I am getting that you already found your person, or they already found their person. So give me Gemini one more time so we can make sure the message is accurate. So it looks like you got a decision to make about someone who's not available to you. Somebody could have been purposely not giving you what you deserve, purposely making sure someone doesn't get real love, doesn't get the love they deserve, or this is what was happening to you. I'm getting move on, Gemini. Move on. Let this go. Move on with your life. Don't waste your whole life looking at this person, spinning it, focused on this person, their downfall. And like you just don't want to be that person later in life. You don't, I'm telling you. All right, Aquarius. Something is somebody is checking out. This is checking out to heal, or they're gonna check out to heal. Self-care, that's what I'm getting. So this is checking out on a lot of people, or they checked out to heal. Um you checked out to heal. It's something about it where you checked out or they checked out, you broke up, they broke up with you to heal something, heal themselves, get a second chance. Okay. So let's see what we're talking about in the whole reading. All right, spirit guys. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, energy, spirit guys. Give me the message that resonates for the collective. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. So I feel like these could be not so great. Okay, this is trying to balance something out with spell work, and it's crazy because we said that in the fire signs message. We said someone was rushing to do magic to hide something, and then we come over here, and I noticed that Gemini energy. You know, it's weird, right? So this is definitely judging somebody and regretful, rushing for nothing. This will be rushing for nothing. That's what I'm getting, rushing for nothing because everybody can see you. Everybody know who you are, who your daddy is, who your family is. Something is so embarrassing that you sleep with your daddy or they was sleeping with their daddy, baby. That's what I'm getting. That's gonna be two grown-ups at some point or finding out your dad, who your dad is as a grown-up. Somebody could have found out who their real father was as a grown-up. Okay. Um, there's a new beginning out here though. So let's see what comes out in this message. Give me Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I feel like somebody was working really hard. Okay. This says air signs audio. It says air signs audio, Haley. It says that. Is it Haley? It says that because it's an audio, not a video, meaning it's a good listen. Okay. Um, Sometimes when you watch, it takes away from the messages. It just leaves room for people to be distracted and scam, to be honest. So someone could be sad. This is being able to see this, pay out this money, how unfair it is for somebody to see who's been paying, who was paying who in the family, who was getting the family to, who was doing magic to the family, who kept going, who didn't stop, who was riding it out with their son, their daddy, their mama, who was setting who up. That's what I'm getting. And balancing something out with this earth sign lady, or about this earth sign lady when it relates to leaving this person, leaving this alone, leaving this for good, no longer working on this just to have a man, no longer working on this just to have you, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, working on whatever they were working on just to get a man back, have a man, get him. It's something about it. Um, they was not, you weren't, or something. That's what I'm getting. Um, you don't want to work on this anymore, or they didn't want to work with you anymore, Gemini, Aquarius, because they felt like I feel like I'm getting that energy where this situation has run its course, or this relationship has run its course. So this is like a breakup, all right, and this is stopping somebody from crying, or this is balancing something out, or really truly stopping someone from. I'm getting what they want, confusing the message, confusing people overall over and over and over again, and this ain't fair, or this ain't over. So I'm getting it ain't over, okay, and but the spell is coming off. Whatever spell they did, it comes off. It makes it clear, or you did, makes it clear that this person didn't know how much witchcraft you were doing to this person, that person. This message is an audio message, guys. This is not, you will not see recording, but this is an audio reading, okay? Um, so this is not knowing that you can see, or not knowing that this person is so shocked. That's what I'm getting, Frankie. Frankie could be very shocked. Somebody could be doing a lot of spell work at this time, or made a decision to do some spell work at this time, or pull this person out of whoever energy, pull this person out, push this person to the front. This is also too being upset because you're leaving, or how you're leaving, or how you left, okay, or opening up about how someone survived you too. So I'm getting how somebody survived you too, Aquarius. Somebody survived this water sign, or let me make sure I got this right. This man could be looking at you leave, Aquarius, telling you to leave, asking you to leave. Or they asked you to leave at some point, told you you need to leave at some point. And this is really realizing that why this person wanted you to leave. Anyways, it's because you survived them too. Everybody survived this person. So if they wanted them to leave, it was because they didn't want this truth to come out, or they didn't want it to be clear that they knew what they was doing. They knew all of this. Somebody, this Scorpio, Cancer, bitch, Pisces man could have known all of the secrets that was going on at some point. And this could be a two different paths, is what I'm getting. This could be two different paths here, where it could get worse if you don't catch the message. So this is taking your time to make things worse, because you're trying to be strategic. You're trying to see if this person knows that this man here, he can't play like he didn't know. Like, you can't pretend like you ain't know, like, this is your son, or this is your relative. You can't pretend like you didn't know this is whose son this was, or who relative this is, or that they look alike, or they are brothers, or father and son. Okay, something is like, wow, what I'm getting is where someone does magic, but it's a higher message anyways. They do magic to something, but there's a higher message here, where we want to make sure that the people are being treated as they should. That's what I'm getting. You're not sad. You're just hoping that you can just slide out, or get out of this at this point, because you knew what you were doing the whole time. You knew. So I'm getting, that's what the problem is here, or that's what the spirits want to make clear. You knew that was your cousin. You knew that was their cousin. You knew that was your sister, your mama, your daddy, whatever. You knew this stuff. And I'm getting it would go for both ways, where it's like they knew who you were. They knew you was related to someone, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. You knew that someone else was related, or the person that could be in trouble right now, the person that everybody could be watching. It needs to be clear that that person knew the truth, even if they're sad about it, even if they acting sad, they knew the truth. Okay, and this is a water sign, and that's the truth. Ace of Swords. Thank you, Spirit. So let's see where y'all at in the reading, because this reading is simple, talking about this man who, it's one person is acting sad, and they're not sad. They just want to get out of what they've done. They just want to get out what they did. They knew the truth. They just want to get out what they done. Somebody else is sad that they ever fucked with you, talked to you, worked with you, wish they never did none of the stuff they did. Definitely want forgiveness, type shit. Okay, where's Libra? Libra, you're getting some kind of communication. That's the Tower. Gemini, this could be online communication. This could be this reading. Gemini, you are realizing this business is over, or this partnership is over, or they're separating. This is separating from the company. Why they separated you from the company? Um, you could know why someone was separated from a company. Okay, this is leaving this family business behind, or you could understand why this person is leaving this business behind, or this family business, this family, whatever's going on, they're leaving it behind. Is what I'm getting. They're going to heal. So I'm getting they're going off to heal. So give me Aquarius. You could be caught off guard with bad news that hits you over the head. Okay, somebody else could be proud. You could be proud at this backfire. You could be proud. Okay, very proud of someone. I'm getting that too. Song when Chris Brown be like, "Love how you do everything you do with a purpose, babe. Focus, babe. Come on." All right, warm embrace is significant, but that's what I'm getting in this message. Where Aquarius, you're in hot water, or somebody is, Gemini is.